Hey guys, just wanted to go over a couple of things that I am seeing in the markets and explain a couple of things. So as traders, the way that we trade, the way that I trade, and the way that I teach people to trade is we want to look for consolidation, especially consolidation. So right now I'm on the euro dollar, and right now on the weekly time frame, on the charts, I am seeing a whole lot of consolidations, as we can see right here, right? We've seen it before back here, and we see it from time to time, right? This is really where we want to look for our trades. The way that we trade and the patterns that we trade, this is where we want to look for trades, all right? We don't necessarily find a whole lot of trades when we're looking for trades in a bear market or a bull market, right? So when it's trending down or when it's trending up, we don't really find a whole lot of trades in those markets, all right? But when it's consolidating, that's when we find a whole lot of trades, specifically the way that we trade, all right? So when it's starting to consolidate, look at different time frames. So if we drop down to the lower time frames, all right, before I go back, we can see right now that we have a potential bat pattern being set up, right? So let me actually adjust this, all right? So right now we see that we have now a retracement of a 38.2, right? So that indicates that this could possibly be a bat pattern that is setting up. May not be, we don't know, all right? But if we look back a little bit, here we see that we had a Gartley pattern set up, right? And this Gartley pattern set up, and of course, if you would have gotten into the trade, would have come out very nicely for you, right? But that is because most of what we look at is going to be found in consolidation, all right? So look for consolidation. This is going to be a short video, but you can find it in any of the currencies that we look at. And everything that we do doesn't just have to stick with currencies. If you're looking at, Bitcoin, you can find patterns in Bitcoin. If you're looking at stocks, if I want to go look at Tesla or something, here, let's look at Tesla, right? Right now it's, somewhat in a consolidation, but if I start, looking here, we can start seeing patterns start to emerge, right? So right now we have a 50% retracement here. So if I grab my pattern tool, right, we could see a bat pattern form here. So patterns are found all throughout the markets, and you can use them in any type of trading that you do. It doesn't just have to be currencies, all right? I only trade currencies. That is all I do. The Forex, the FX market, that's all I trade, right? While I do have, Bitcoins, and while I do have and invest in currencies, and while I do invest in certain stocks and so forth, I only trade in currencies. And as you can see, these are the currencies that I currently am looking at, right? So I trade the euro dollar, the euro yen, euro Aussie, the euro Kiwi, euro CAD, euro pound. Then, these are essentially, you can just look at all the ones that I have here that I'm scrolling through, and all the variations. The Swiss ones, I am very careful with the Swiss, but I do trade the Swiss. There was a brief time, actually not a brief time, but there was a time where I did not trade the Swiss, but I am trading the Swiss nowadays, and I pretty much trade most currencies, most major currencies. I'm not going to be trading the yuan. I'm not going to be trading the Indian rupee or anything like that. But the ones that you see here on the right hand side, these are the ones that I primarily trade. So, but again, going back, you want to look for patterns, and the patterns that we find are going to be in consolidation, right? So look for consolidation. When you find consolidation, drop down a time frame or two and look for those patterns, all right? That's where you're going to find those patterns. And again, only stick with a couple of patterns. You don't have to find every pattern under the sun. There are thousands of patterns out there. You don't want to get into FOMO, fear of missing out, right? When people get into fear of missing out, they are getting into, oh my God, I'm going to miss a trade. I'm going to lose money. Don't get into that. That is emotional trading. And anytime you get into emotional trading, you're going to lose money. Trust me, it's going to happen. All right. So don't be thinking that way. Choose 2 or 3 different patterns. Get really freaking good at identifying them. Back test them, forward test them. Make sure that they are really good trades, really good patterns that have good probability of success, and only trade those trades. Have really good money management, and you're going to be a success. I promise you that. All right. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. So again, look for consolidation, look for your patterns. Happy hunting, guys. Take care. Peace.